two words from the box in A. So it's the same words. 5 words are extra. Read the definition.
The winner of a competition
is
champion.
Champion.
Oh. Happening without thought. Happening without thought.
Not thinking. I think we can go back to this page. We did this last time, and we used all the words here. Most of the words here. So to
the 5-person team came with her, and unlike her previous attempts, she wore a special suit and mask to keep jellyfish off her skin. Some suggested this equipment was her performance.
Something her performance. You can call this blank something.
Something her performance, though Nat claimed it actually slowed her down.
So there's a twist. Past tense.
What differentiates this successful attempt from Nat for previous attempts? Logical as physical. In DNA. Think.
It's genetic. First.
Biology. Geology. Psychology. Anthropology.
Anthropology, right. So the study of human cultures is what?
Human cultures.
What about the study of living things? Currently, you are in grade 并不是学校里学的那个 geology 是地球物理啊 geology anthropology. Okay. Now the video part, sport climbing. Do you know anyone who climbs this kind of hills or mountains?
No, I don't know.
Me either. Now, before you watch, read the information. The words in bold appear in the video. Match each word or phrase with its definition. Start reading.
Sport climbing is a form of rock climbing, whereas traditional rock climbers use removable hooks or anchors as they climb.
Anchors
as they climb. Sport climbers rely on using permanent anchors fixed to the rock. As a popular place for sport climbing is Yosemite National Park in California, where climbers push the limits to set new routes and reach new heights. Less experienced sports climbers train on indoor climbing walls in the gym before going out onto a rock face. Now, a popular global activity, sport climbing.
Vertical line. Okay, all correct. Now we're going to watch the video, and you need to take some notes. I might ask you some questions. Okay.
Before, and its origins can be traced back to the walls of the Verdun Gorge in France 40 years ago.
Modern-day climbing in mountaineering began in the European Alps. Climbers during that time considered the outlying cliffs to be more like training grounds for the bigger objectives in the mountains. The Verdun Gorge was actually big enough and inspiring enough to become an objective in its own. Matt and I have known each other since we were kids, growing up, climbing in the gym, doing competitions. It's sort of fitting that we would come back and explore the origins of sport climbing together.
Bon Verdun. It's pretty good here. It's absolutely an amazing limestone canyon. It's kind of equated to the Grand Canyon of France, but in climbing terms, I would consider it more like the Yosemite Valley of Europe.
The early climbers, the early mountaineers in the 1960s actually thought that the Verdun Gorge was impossible to climb. It was too big, it was too blank, and it was too difficult.
Our objective was to, in the summer, go in the Alps and do big ascents as alpinists. So at that time, the Verdun was not even considered as a place climbable, but I decided to have a double check.
The Verdun in the late 70s, it wasn't really a climbing destination. There were relatively few routes here, just these big crack systems.
Until the early 1980s, the only way to climb Verdun was using anchors along cracks in the rock. The huge blank walls were too challenging. But then, new technology introduced a new era in the history of climbing. For climbers like Francois Guillot, the Hilti, a new type of power drill, began a climbing revolution, allowing climbers to try much more challenging routes. They could just focus specifically on pure difficulty. Pichonneau was one of the first routes where climbers began to climb out onto the flat rock faces rather than using cracks in the rock.
You can't just be strong, you have to be a rock climber.
Like there's from the interview there was a very old man.
Oh
like
yes.
like 6 like this.
Impossible to climb. 1970s, climbers started climbing Verdun using a few
extensive range of tools and equipment that cater to every aspect of the construction industry, from industrial robots to powerful drills and saws, fire stop solutions, construction chemicals, measuring tools, and whatnot. In this video, we'll showcase 20 Hilti tools that will make construction work easier. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video until the very end to ensure that you make an informed decision about the right tool for your specific needs.
She's very exciting.
No, people get excited. Not exciting. Excited is a kind of feeling. Exciting is when you describe like a movie or person.
Something bad could happen to them.
Yes, they could die. They could get hurt or become disabled. Right.
Yes. So
now talk about rewards. What kind of rewards will they get?
Like might get certificates. Like breaking the
They
record.
become famous, worldly famous, and also make some money.
Can be traced back to the walls of Verdun Gorge in France over 40 years ago.
Emily Harrington.
Emily Harrington. Modern-day climbing and mountaineering began in the Europe Alps. Climbing during that time considered the outlying cliffs to be more like training ground for the bigger objectives in the mountains. The Verdun Gorge was actually big enough and inspiring enough to become an objective in its own. Matt and I have known each other since we were kids, growing up climbing in the gym.
FG. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Our objective was to, in the summer, go to the Alps and do big ascents as alpinists do. So at that time, the Verdun was not even considered as a place climbable. But I decided climbing. For climbers like Francisco Gulito, the Hilti, a new type of tower drill. It began. Pichonneau was one of the first where climbers began to climb out onto the flat rock faces rather than using cracks in the rock. Emily Harrington, you can't just be strong. The concept of hard depends on how strong you are.
Alan Carnan.
Sports climbing is
revolution. 背的词太多了。Evolve 是发展、进化、发展啊，不断的这个攀爬这个手段不断的在进化中，evolving，这个是 revolution 啊 ，revolution 是革命啊。OK，last one，inspiring，这个词也是一个高频词。
inspiring 应该是那个叫就是令人感到激励的。
对，启发性的，inspiring。然后刚才说到了这个 excited 和 exciting， 提一下啊。excited 和 exciting 都是形容词，它们有什么区别呢？用法上不一样。excited 是
形容 excited，
对，你可以说 I am excited 啊 ，I am excited， 我的心情是兴奋的、激动的。那 exciting 的是用来去描述其他的事情啊。The movie is exciting， that person is exciting， this book is exciting。调整对。
这个 genetic， 有活力的。
No， 刚才就是做题卡在这里了，这里卡了一个词 ，DNA blood。 基因的基因啊 genes
基因的
啊，基因其实是一个谐音词啊，中文把 genes 改成了这个从英文算
哦，生产基因。
You can take notes if you want.
OK. Generate.
Learn some unit 2.
Like
Oh, it doesn't have to be stars. Like, in your opinion, what could be beautiful? It can be a plant, it can be a vegetable, a fruit, a painting.
like when I see it, I get like
It is an open question. You can name anything. Or handsome, or good looking, pretty.
maybe some people, some plants.
What kind of people? This is a question. So what kind of people do you consider beautiful? Oh, not them. I don't think they are beautiful. Not in my eyes.
Maybe like when I look at them, 就是看的时候心情能愉悦一点，就是没有那种反感。
them 这个代词呢，不能在第一句的时候出现，必须要在第二句的时候出现。你不能凭空出现一个 them，你要先说前一句，然后再说后一句，才能使用这个，不管是这个主格还是宾格啊，不能凭空冒出来。所以前面 obvious, this is Oriental, this is Western 啊。Okay, both of them are beautiful. In my opinion. What do you think the expression "beauty is only skin deep" means? How thick is the skin? How thick? How deep? How deep is the skin? It's less than a millimeter.